It's after 8. It's time for us to look at entertainment news. And joining me on set, we have to the middle. Let me start with the lady. We have Quinta, who works for Standard Group as an editor. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Mike.
We also have Solo, and Solo has many things he does, which some of them we don't want to say on air. But yeah, he's in the entertainment industry. Last but not least, we have the Pulse editor right here, and that is Stephen Mwendo. Thank you for joining us, lady and gentlemen, this morning.
You're welcome.
Let's start with what's been happening in the entertainment world. There's been quite a lot.
A lot of events going on in town, Mike. Like we said last weekend, Friday, we were breaking out there to go and have many events going on in town. And in one of those events, Hype, the event at Gong, something happened. That was crazy, and it's been the trending topic this week. And that was Timmy TDat. And the little part.
Oh, and
unveiling.
Yes, I've seen it in the Pulse, and you've talked about him unveiling. Although I did get a chance to watch that video. But anyway, let me hear first of all what the controversy is before I give my comments.
Okay. I don't know how to start, but what I can say, and I don't have very kind words for Timmy TDat, it was wrong. Him lifting up that girl's dress was wrong. It doesn't matter what they were smoking or what they were high on.
For the benefit of somebody who doesn't know what happened, Timmy TDat, they come on stage, and there's this lady, she's a dancer, right?
No, she was a fan. She was just a fan.
Oh, she was just a fan.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay, I thought she was a dancer.
She was a great fan.
Okay, great fan. And she comes on stage and she does her thing, and Timmy TDat unveils.
Yes.
No, her thing is she bends over before him. Akasema,
it happens all the
hit
time.
ilikuwa high, I can unveil. So that happened.
Let me continue. Like I said, it's wrong. You don't do that anyway. I've not seen it done anywhere, even in international artists have not seen it. However, what's more worrying is the fact that that girl carried on like
it was. That's the thing. When I watched the video, the reason why I'm even confused, I thought it was an artist, is because it looks like almost like it was arranged. Because as soon as he unveils, and unveiling here basically is lifting her dress until there was more seen that should have been seen.
The upskirt.
She turns around and still continues with the dance.
Yeah. Yes, and there was another girl, and there was a show of something I cannot describe. Wrong. And my worry for Timmy TDat is I don't know where he wants to take his brand. Is he expecting any corporate endorsements? Is he expecting any jobs? But we need to have a chat with our girls. I mean, that's all I can say.
Well, let me say that, first of all, an artist having girls jump on stage and doing that little twerk is nothing new. Well, the wardrobe malfunction was uncalled for. But I guess it always gets into an artist whenever you're big and something happens on stage. And we're human. He might have just gotten into a crazy moment and thought, okay, what's happening here? Because she was just a few meters away from, not even a meter, a few centimeters or inches from where he was. And then he decided to lift it up. Uncalled for, yes. But I think he has apologized, and something that we really need to understand. It's not like something he... it's wrong. It's wrong.
With the flow of the moment.
It's
at
wrong.
that time.
But looking at the body language of the girl, because immediately after that, she turned and jumped on him.
And jumped on him, exactly.
It looked like it was okay. The only unfortunate thing is the people who are watching, whether at least it was not a live broadcast. But, you know, with social media, it goes a lot. And I know there was a lot of outcry on social media. But I think maybe we should move on, because if the girl has dropped it, it could have been.
And the man has apologized.
And the man has apologized.
Please, we don't want to have that kind of show. I mean, it's not right.
Quinta, you're talking like you're coming from a different world.
No. Steve, we call out when something is wrong, and this one is wrong. I do not apologize for my stand on this. It is wrong, and nobody should repeat it. I mean, you don't
lift somebody's dress without consent. In public.
In public. It is wrong. I mean, I can't find any other words to describe it.
You keep your stand, I keep my stand.
and the thing is, for me, what makes it really confusing is her reaction.
Yeah.
Because if she had reacted and maybe was...
If she was embarrassed and walked out of stage...
But she seemed to
protest,
just go with the flow as well.
Looked like
anyway.
She was fine with it.
Let me tell you something, guys. What we have to accept is that, well, somebody is not doing their job somewhere. Because even today, people are discussing campus kids taking very interesting photos in town, in public on Sundays, right? Yeah. And their parents are being told I mean, the message is being sent directly to their parents. And some of them have the guts to you know, tell guys it's my body, I have the right to do whatever I want to do with it. So in as much as, look, we cannot entertain something wrong. It is wrong.
When it's wrong,
it's wrong. It's wrong. Yeah, yeah. So whether
Let's
the girl enjoyed or not,
inappropriate. Maybe that should be the word.
It is inappropriate. It is wrong.
Well, anyway, like you mentioned earlier, the man has apologized. So I guess that maybe, hopefully, he has realized the mistake he made, and it will not happen again. Na pia iwe somo onyo kwa wengine waone. Although he's going to get away with it in that, apart from the public outcry, that's about it. It ends there.
Yes. And many girls will jump still.
They still jump.
And you will unveil.
All right. Apart from Timmy TDat, what else was going on?
Like I said, many other things going on Wednesday night. Yeah. Tuesday night, actually, we had a Bahati, Islam's most beloved launching. Actually, was doing a Thanksgiving.
A record label.
A party for artists and the media. And at the same time, he was launching a new girl, a new lady, actually, a musician who was really powerful. And I remember during her music, when she was doing a song, actually a number of people got saved. That goes tells you the level of talent, if not gift, she has. And we also have that in the past. But at the same time, as the song was being launched, another young guy called M4J calls and says, but that's my song.
And Solo, maybe just to hear from you, what is the controversy between these two songs? I listened to both of them, and they're strikingly similar.
Yes. I had no idea who M4J was. I'd never had listened to his track before. But for the first time, when we got the complaint, I decided to listen to the song first. Very good song, quite catchy, very encouraging words, talking about, you know, being religiously and waiting on your Lord. Then the chorus, very catchy. It says, Bado Nangoja. That's the title of the song. And then we listened to Rebecca Soki, who was being signed into EMB Records.
The one was being launched.
Yes, by Bahati. And clearly, when you listen to the song, well, she calls the song Baraka Zangu. It says, Baraka Zangu, Bado Nangoja. What a coincidence that we could be so creative but use the same words. Chorus sounds almost very, very similar, very identical. There's no doubt hapa kubahatisha watu wa bahati. This one, someone must have licked it, must have listened to this song. I know they're going to come out and speak out about it, and unfortunately, if we could get any one of them speaking, that would have been...
The young man says he can talk about it, but what I got from him when he called Paz is that, actually, this song is a song that he did last year.
Yes.
But he was very frank. The quality was poor.
Yeah.
And he even released it on Facebook or everywhere, every other channel.
Yes.
And guys told him, you need to redo this song. The song is so nice and ABCD. Yeah. And so he went and redid it with the likes of Tiger and released it last month. And this happens.
Yes. And another thing, the dates, the release dates. This one was released sometime last month on 26th.
Yeah.
Then Bahati in Wakabahatisha na last Tuesday.
No, my take on this, and I think it's not the last time we are seeing artists, you know, borrowing songs, lines from people who have done it. We saw Diamond even use Saida Karoli's Salome.
Yes.
Most of it was Saida's. But why don't we just do the right thing?
No, but
no. There's a difference between borrowing
and a new
taking.
Let's use an example, because maybe we've learned from the best. Melania.
Yes.
Trump.
Yes.
She borrowed a speech from Michelle.
Yes.
So maybe musicians are also following in the same trend and borrowed a few lines here and there.
Mike, you see, the point is, if I can borrow from something you did 3 years ago, and I use it as mine,
and at least put in something different.
But this is a song that has just been released, barely 2 weeks. Song is out, then I hear another tune, which is my tune, same words, and you tell me, no, we thought the same. I mean, we must be dreaming.
Maybe it was a vision. Maybe it was a vision.
Together. But it's very unfortunate because, you know, there's the intellectual property and how you can control and guide it. Because it's very unfortunate that you can go work hard, trying to build your name, come up with your brand. And then the most unfortunate thing, if this one comes out as true, that they actually stole it, then then why make a mega launch where we'll all get to hear about this, including the guy you stole the song from?
And of course, that would also be a false start now for Bahati. You know, if that's the song you're launching with this artist, and then it's a song that has copyright issues, then of course, or creativity issues, then that becomes a problem. But we're wishing him all the best, and well, let's wait and see how that's going to be. What happens after now the artist is launched? Do they come up with an album? What happens after that?
When an artist like now Rebecca, quite a big artist now, we expect her, of course, to start doing around with the song. I expect her to get quite a mileage out of it. And regardless, M4J and all the noise, I still expect Bahati to do more signings. What happens is that when you sign a big artist and you have a big hit, you really get yourself good mileage, and everybody seems, you sort of give yourself that power, authority that I'm the person to watch. So EMB Records, from there, I think it's going to become something, and I expect him to do more signings. But again, this is a girl to watch. I think it's something.
And you have her on the Pulse as well?
Yes, we do.
Yes, she's also on the Pulse. So please do get yourself a copy of the Pulse. There's lots and lots. Maybe another highlight from the Pulse. Solo, you wanted to say something?
They might just steal another artist from now later.
We'll watch out and see. Stevens, as we wind up, what else should we look forward to on the Pulse without giving it away? There's quite a lot I can see.
There's a lot, and
there's a lot to do with fashion.
There's a lot to do with fashion, and I'll just come into that. And fashion, it's holidays, fashion for young guys, the hottest matatus in town for guys who want to see the youngest, the most trendy fashions that we would like to go with the young people. But again, going with Timmy TDat's provoking moments on stage, 15 minutes there, it's about artists who did provoking things before. And we have Lady Gaga there. If you can go to page 15, where she asked somebody to do something quite hilarious. And
yes, and it's actually titled Weird Stage Acts. Yes. And of course, Timmy TDat comes top in terms of the ones that have been done recently, but there you go. Quinta on the Nairobian IC gospel singer Bewitched Mutudho's first wife.
This was the gospel issue for both Pulse and the Nairobian, yes. We have drama there between Mutudho and his women. I don't want to give it out, so you can grab a copy. It's very, very interesting and captivating, yes.
Yeah, according to this article, I say he has the capacity to marry 40 wives.
Exactly.
Oh, you know, then
yes.
So, yeah.
No, he was very categorical.
And that also reminds me of the video that was doing rounds not too long ago from, I forget her name now, one of the leaders from Kiambu, in regards to, having a conversation on polygamy.
Oh, Mushomba.
Yes. Wamushomba.
Yes. So the Bewitched also wanted to be part of it.
Stevens, you have to grab your copy. But
maybe it's time we started the debate whether polygamy should just be legalized.
What do you think about polygamy?
I think it's all right.
I think it's okay. You have no problem with it.
Mike, I don't think you have the time to discuss polygamy right now.
I just want to give you.
Are you ready for it?
I know it's a topic that you could start and never finish. We'll probably continue even after the show. Quinta, your thoughts on it?
It's like having a buffet. You don't have to eat one course meal.
Quinta, your thoughts on polygamy?
It's stomach upset.
It's interesting, especially with Wamushomba. It was interesting that it was coming from a lady. Yes. Because normally it's the men who are more vocal about polygamy.
Let me tell you something. Wamushomba is an only wife, for your information. And here she is saying, asking men to marry more wives.
But maybe she doesn't mind.
Yes.
Maybe she doesn't mind if the husband is up to it to have other.
Don't buy what you can chew. Don't chew. Don't bite what you can.
I like it because now women are becoming more open-minded and allowing these things.
So, which kind of women?
Because behind closed doors is happening.
We also have women who have, tried this polygamy thing and they've opted out and said, this thing is not meant for me.
If it's time for you to tap out, it's all right.
Stevens,
but
your
if you can still survive, it's the Royal Rumble.
This topic is bigger than that. But from Solo's thought, let me just borrow from that for Quinta. And this is a debate men were having somewhere. Would you rather have a clan somewhere or have two women somewhere who know ABCD is happening?
And I think we'll hold that thought right there, because that's now the beginning of another subject there. And honestly, the few times we've even talked about it on a social kind of plane is that there are those who feel rather than have women out there who nobody knows about. Exactly. I'd rather know it's A, B, C, D. And when there's trouble, you can even say, wait, ako huko ama ako huko.
Yeah, and then talk to, if there's a, yeah, exactly.
No. Mike, if you're going to talk about polygamy, I'm going to demand 2/3 gender majority on this panel.
On this panel.
I feel overwhelmed, but still, I'm not going to go down.
I would probably be on your side in terms of one man, one wife.
I refuse to go down.
So anyway, based on that, we'll have to wind it up right there. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in just to highlight what's happening in the entertainment world. And of course, music is huge, and gospel music specifically. Yeah. Now, we do have Magic Mike, who's going to let us know what's happening, but also to pick his thoughts on the incident of that particular Rebecca and her song, and what he thinks on that. But also, let's listen into one of his songs, and then in a short while, we're going to be talking to Magic Mike.